Go ahead. Roll them.
This is Julia Child. Okay, start by slicing the onion.
Look how easily that is done. So look how easily that is done.
It's the knife. And we put.
How much was that? How many squishes was that?
Quarter of a cup.
Okay, sounds good.
And 300 degrees will do it.
300 degrees.
You want to stop it for a minute? Is it soft? Oh, I don't want to talk. I'll show you this.
Yeah,
later.
we're gonna get it after because.
You place them delicately. When I used to use mayonnaise, I only used half of the onion, but I use the whole thing now.
Was that a white onion, sweet onion, or?
Yeah, well, we tried to get sweet onions, but none was available, so.
It's a yellow onion.
The
Yellow onion? Okay, got it.
Maui sweet onions would have been great.
Oh, so that's what you normally would want to get is a sweet onion?
Sweet onion, yeah.
Because I saw those yesterday at Lenard. Okay.
Anyway, so we cook those, and what we're looking for is to get them not burned, but you know, what do you call that? Brown?
Caramelized.
Caramelized.
Okay.
So
That's Sally Brunzer in the background for all you folks at home that are watching this on YouTube.
assistant cook.
For this dish. And can you do this in a pan as opposed to?
Yeah, you could, but we found in early years that the oil spatters all over everywhere. That's why the paper is up all around. Because if I don't put the paper up, the oil spatters out of the pan. I have to clean the walls.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Much easier.
which is orders of the boss. So. Anyway, as soon as the pan gets hot, I'm going to put the livers in. And the onions will cook as the liver's cooking.
Okay.
Anyway, this is a very technical procedure.
Very. And did you use olive oil?
Extra virgin.
Oh, yes.
Better known as extra ugly. Old joke.
Yeah. We all wanted an extra virgin, didn't we? We all wanted an extra virgin, didn't we?
Okay, things are going along nicely. Steaming and sizzling. I'm going to keep it all in the pan. Okay, so then we just take. You want to try to get the biggest pieces you can because it makes it easier later on when we get to the grinding up part.
Oh, larger pieces. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any much control. You can tell that some of the pieces are big, some are small.
And this is 1 packet of chicken livers.
This is 1 pound.
1 pound. And that'll make a pretty good batch size?
Yeah, that's pretty good. The fry pan is at 300 degrees.
Okay.
If I forgot to mention that. So now, Chicken livers don't take very long to cook. A couple of minutes on each side usually. Snappy banter, snappy banter, snappy banter. You want to make sure they're cooked through after we turn them over. The onions are going to provide all the liquid we need.
I'm burning a candle to cut down on the smell of this liver cooking. 'Cause
Oh, really?
The whole house stinks of liver.
Some people don't like the smell of. All the proceeds from the sale of this video we could use as a college fund for the girls. If they decide to do correspondence courses at home on the computer.
Yeah, right.
This actually doesn't look like an awful lot of chicken livers, so maybe we'll only have to use about 6 hard-boiled eggs with this. There's not that many.
Oh.
It's important that you keep moving the livers around because you don't want to burn them, because that comes through in the taste also.
Are you cooking them well done, or?
Yeah, well, not well done, but a little bit medium, I'd say.
Okay.
Just want to use a little bit more oil.
Are they pink at all through the middle?
No. Don't want them pink in the middle.
See, right now you've got one of my favorite dinners right here.
Liver and onion?
Yes.
Yeah, but you like calf's liver. You don't eat chicken livers.
Oh, that's true. That's right.
Although chicken livers are really good.
What my mom says.
This is actually all the cooking that's involved. The rest of it is all just putting it in a bowl and grinding it up and flavoring to taste.
And then refrigerated, cool it off. Or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one thing. It looks like I use a lot of onion salt, but it's difficult to get the taste when it's warm, and after it cools, it has a different taste to it. So, I mean, I can tell when it's warm where I want it. I mean, as far as taste and moisture, and, is concerned. Now, see, these onions are going to be great because they're not burned and they're going to be juicy, which is what we're looking for.
Which means that they're transparent.
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you.
As opposed to caramelized. You don't want them caramelized. Because then they have a stronger taste.
What, caramelized? Actually, the pan is a little hot. Turn it down a little bit. These little pieces are done.
you done with this bowl?
No, that's what I'm going to mix it all in.
And did anybody teach you this recipe? Is this your own creation?
Actually, my mother used to do this, and she got it from her mother. And when I was a kid and didn't have the Cuisinart, there was a meat grinder that you used to screw onto a breadboard that would pull out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to watch the whole process because it was my job to put the meat in the grinder and turn it. And the damn thing also dripped on the floor, so I had to make sure that there was a lot of newspaper on the floor to keep the, to mop up all the liquid. So I started really young. You know, as a kid at home, and then my mother got tired of making the stuff, I guess. What happened to you?
What color is in there?
Yeah. And you're done.
What was that, Sally? Translucent.
Translucent onion.
This is the main part. Well, this is actually 2/3 of what we're going to do, and the eggs are the other third. Anyway, isn't this exciting? But yeah, it's an old dish that
Jewish, probably.
probably Jewish. Old family recipe. I'm gonna put this on the sink right here.
Now, have you ever used other livers? Like
Have I ever what?
have you ever used other livers?
Yeah, I used
Oh,
a
yeah.
Chicken?
combination of chicken and calves.
Chicken, oh, okay.
But not beef liver, it's too strong.
Ah,
And we sometimes used to put the turkey liver in, but that's strong too.
There was
Okay.
also one time when we used liver from a goose we had shot hunting, and it was brutal.
bad?
Oh, it was too strong.
Too strong.
So
That was a wild goose.
all gooses are wild.
No, they have domestic goose.
You missed the point. Anyway, I like to get rid of the paper as soon as I can, obviously. What else? There's only one other thing that I do that I guess is considered to be all in the family. That would be the Tom and Jerry's.
Yeah.
But that's...
And the gin fizzes?
Oh, the gin fizzes, yeah. Forgot about that.
I didn't.
Hey. Yeah, someday we'll have to do the gin.
Now,
Tom and Jerry's take such a long amount of time to make for a dull video.
No, you just turn it off and on.
Okay, here we go. This is the exciting part for me.
now, at this point, or at any point then, you won't use any spices.
Not yet.
Okay, all right.
Well, every once in a while I'll salt and pepper the livers. I haven't done it
Okay.
in a while because we're going to use onion salt as the main seasoning,
Okay, that's good.
which is the only seasoning that I use.
Mm-hmm.
And when I put salt and then onion salt, it was, like drinking salt water. So what we do, the bowl has all the livers and the onions, and just plop it in the Cuisinart. And what we're going to do is we're going to pulse that, if it works. And now, see, you can see how juicy and moist it is, and that's why you don't need any more mayonnaise. Sometimes some of the onions don't grind up. So I'm going to do it one more time and try and do a little bit more of the onions. I could use, just push some of it down.
By the way, this is a very strong smell, just so you know.
Well, that's why Sally lights a candle.
I used to have an air thing that you would turn on, and it would suck the fumes out of the kitchen. And I got rid of it when we moved away to Maui, thinking I would never need it again. But my mother gave that to me because she knew how much I hated the smell of the liver in the house.
It's pretty strong.
It's like a fish smell in the house.
Yes.
And it lingers.
Or curry or something strong.
Anyway, now this is a relatively, I'm kind of surprised because this was a pound of chicken livers, but it didn't make a very big, there was a lot of stuff that was cut off the livers.
Ah.
And if you don't cut that stuff off, it gives it a funny taste.
And it's like the tendons, or the fat and tendons, and it doesn't mix well. It's not just meat; it's got.
So, in my opinion, this will take about 6 hard-boiled eggs. So you just.
Through the magic of television, these were already pre-hard boiled.
Yeah. 2, 4, 6.
Hello.
Okay. 6 eggs.
Hi, how are you? Are you ready to fry?
And we grind those up.
So where will you be at Laurel? Okay. All right. Listen, if I come and get you, do you mind if I make a stop at Molly's on the way back? Okay.
One more little.
That was your ride.
That was what?
That was your ride.
That was Ellie.
Oh, what?
I'll go get her. Ellie wanting a ride.
Oh.
Oh, are you going to need to get out of the garage?
Oh, I can take the truck.
Okay.
How much longer are you going to be here?
10, 15 minutes?
Okay, because I wanted to ask you about something. I was thinking of, are you still doing that?
Yeah, I can't set off.
I want to make a cranberry relish for what I'm bringing.
Oh, sure.
And I want to make a spicy one. It calls for jalapenos. Does that sound like something you would eat?
Okay, so let me tell you, she's already making that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I won't eat it.
Seriously, she's making a spicy one.
Okay. Then I won't see you probably before, because I'm going to have to go get Ellie.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you wait until I get back so I can go over stuff with you.
Well,
I'll wait
you
till you
don't
get
know
back.
how long this is going to take.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll wait till you get back.
now what we have here is chopped up hard-boiled egg and the liver's on the bottom, and now all you do is just, this is going to be a moist batch. And trust me when I tell you, this is all there is to it.
And so you say it's moist now, or it will be moist when it gets
it's moist
cold?
now.
So that will it get more moist, or...
No, it'll kind of stiffen up a little bit.
Okay.
And it'll be, see, if you used this right now, it'd be okay, but, you know, it wouldn't be the right consistency, and for that it needs to be in the refrigerator overnight.
Okay.
Now, if we had used mayonnaise, it would have gotten creamy, and it just loses all of the, well, it's a good way to hide the taste of the liver, but why make liver paste and not, and hide the taste of the liver?
Yeah, yeah. I see what you mean about the, I see what you mean about you need to cool it in the refrigerator.
Yeah. Now, there is absolutely no seasoning in there at all. And that's why the amount of onion salt that I put in there is going to seem excessive. But, I mean, I just don't sprinkle it. I literally pour it on.
That's quite a bit.
And now the fun part begins, which is tasting. And the only reason I taste it, not because I don't think it's going to be fine, but to see if there's enough salt in it.
What do you think?
I think it's good.
All right.
Here, help yourself. A little salty. But see,
A little salty for me, but it would be...
but you see, it's going to be fine tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, it tastes great.
And that's it. There you have it.
And now you just serve it up. Crackers. I mean, when it gets cool or next day.
Wheat thins.
Crackers, wheat thins.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And what I do is... What do you need?
I was looking for that
What do you want your fork
plastic.
back?
No. I was looking for the plastic container that the livers came in, just to take a picture.
Oh, it's in the freezer.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. There you go. Almost 1 pound. Chicken livers fresh.
We put the remains in the freezer so it doesn't stink up the garbage, you know.
Okay.
Renee will like that batch. Salty.
So you had about, what, 10 eggs there prepared or something like that?
Yeah.
And you just kind of...
I think there were originally 12, but,
Okay.
you know,
So you figured that this...
I have them for lunch.
Yeah, yeah. Huh. That made quite a bit compared to what I thought it was going to be. I see what
That's
you mean.
almost, but not as much as we made for Dan and Nancy's. So that'll be enough for the family.
It does go a long way.
Anyway, there you go.
Okay, that was...
And then it's just cleaning up the tools. Anyway,
On that note, thank you, Rich.
bon appetit!